10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to NEVERMIND the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Welcome to the final episode of Nevermind the Furthermore with me on it. Perhaps. You never know when the new guy is going to want me to take over a morning. You never know. But anyway, this is the last episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. We're going to have some words on that at the end of the broadcasting, a little history for the record, and all kinds of cool things. But anyway, let's get this over with. What do you say? So you can tune in to Raging 2 at 11 o'clock with Nita and Daphne because they're awesome and I love them. But anyway, first of all, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. This is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly, and these wonderful people have chosen me to support, and I love each and every one of them, and I love you too. Or at least a little more so. If you go over to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and check out what we offer in return for your direct support. And we just posted a blog this morning I think you'll enjoy. And we have 2 of them a week. So even $1 a month gets that. 5 gets you looks at works in progress. So please check us out again at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And we are brought to you by Rising Tide Publications. Check out the brand new publication this summer, The Terrors, Superhero Excitement with a Twist. And also, we want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
No product sells itself unless it's got good graphics to go along with it, both on social media and on that front cover. And you're going to get the best when you check in with Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics, who've been a constant joy to this show ever since we met. And I promise you they will continue to sponsor all of our upcoming shows. We're going to be doing something a little different, so check in with us then. But anyway, enough about me. Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out their Facebook page, then go over to plasmafiregraphics.com and look at all the really cool graphics, even more so there, and then contact Jeffrey about his independent, creator-friendly rates on all of his work for you. Whatever you need in graphics, he can supply it for you. That's Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And we've got a lively cast in here already. I was in the heckling section, or the chat as some people call it, and looking forward to talking to a whole bunch of people today. We're going to try to get out here by 11 because Nita and Daphne have Raging 2 going on, and they are wonderful. So they always have something interesting to say and say it in an interesting way, and I love those ladies. So anyway, this is a formal occasion, so I should put the good side out. Anyway, Also, don't forget, you can find my works on Amazon, including the new Major Marjorie anthology and the award-winning Snow Shorts Volume 2. Pop on over to Amazon, do a search for my name, and order a whole bunch of books. Cookie will thank you for me. Thank you for it. We got to buy a new garden hose. Anyway, also personal appearances real fast. This coming Saturday and Sunday, I will be in West Des Moines, Iowa at the Valley West Mall. With Jen Thompson and a whole bunch of other wonderful authors at the Indie Author Book Expo. It's going to be a 2-day mall show. Please come see us. We're going to have all of our brand new books out, a few of our old selections, and we look forward to seeing you. It's the first time we've been there, and probably, when was the last time I was there? 2019, I think? So it's been a good long time, maybe 2018. Anyway, it's been a good long time, and I look forward to seeing you there. Then after that, on the 16th of July, I'll be at the Heroes for Kids convention in Perryville, Missouri. Let me get that poster there because they got me one and they're kind enough. And look at all this. Look at this upside down talent. You can hear somebody with the small testicles outside. Anyway, Heroes for Kids, it's going to be on the 16th at the Perry Park Center, 800 City Park Lane in Perryville, Missouri. And we got actors W.F. Bell, Paul T. Taylor, and Karen Whitfield, who's a beautiful voice actor, plus Guy Gilchrist, who has done syndicated strips, namely the classic Nancy and Muppet Babies. So check them out. There's also Jim Hall, Richard Knack, a great writer, and Tiffany Chasen, and myself. Amy Hale should be there, Kathy Jackson, Lacey Lemke, a whole bunch of really cool people will be returning. Please come see us, and the more you buy from me, the worse my math gets. You'll be happy with it, though. So anyway, please come see us then, and also, one more. On the 23rd, I will be at the Muddy Monster Con in Southern Illinois, and we'll have more details on that on my page. So please follow me on Facebook, follow me on all the social media, and especially if you're watching this show and you've enjoyed any part of this and you plan to in the future, give me a like on Facebook, give me a love, and if you're on YouTube for the better sound and picture quality, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel because we got a lot of great programming coming up, some instructionals on how you can elevate your creative game, and the return of Clever Title pending as soon as I take a couple weeks off. But somebody that never takes any time off, and that is the darling of this show, Cindy Kep. She got in here early, way early. Happy Firecracker Day. I have family shenanigans to go to, so I can't play. So front-loaded comments. Oh, vintage Batman fun. Check out my 3 books on Batman, the 1966 series. Thank you, Cindy. And also check out CKOEPP.com for a great newsletter, great overall website, and some great books. And I just got news that she's working on something this morning that's going to make a lot of comic fans happy. And is it live or Memorex? We'll have to find out. That's my stuff. And Hallmark can do Christmas movies or one movie with multiple casts in July, so you can too. Check out these products there. Thank you so much, Cindy. And award-winning Pulp Fun, that is Pulp Reality number 1, 2, and 3, the complete set available from there in stormgatepress.com. And because who doesn't need to see a Nazi get a slug to the mug? That's the original Skyman Bell's The Master of Steam. I'm really proud of that book. World War II pulp adventure. Thank you, Cindy. And When the Good Guy Has a Bad Guy Counsel, that's more of my stuff. That's from Prose Press. The Blue Circle, check that book out. And When Your Real Identity Gets Blown by Your Cover, that's definitely this book here, Snow Shorts. My story, the award-winning Snow Ambition. And more pulp fun from Stormgate Press. You gotta have that stuff. And Your Real Identity Gets Blown by Your Cover. 2 more fun tales in the same universe. You can get it in here, or you can get a Kindle download for only 99 cents. And this is not a volcano disaster movie. I'm betting that is this, Volcana. I'm working on the sequel. And my Patreon people will get to see it for the $5 level and above. And you can't take the skyhook from me. That's my book from Charles F. Millhouse and Stormgate Press featuring great Captain Hawkland. And this is the only actual horror anthology I'm in. But I didn't write horror. I'm not sure my tale's even mildly creepy. Get it for Brian's story instead. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And cover looks like the Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man are running from an archaeological site. That is, this is where I feel like I'm playing Guess My Own Book. Quest for the Space Gods, edited by Jim Beard and John C. Bruning from Flinch Books. And script writing creepiness, that's the Haunting Scripts of Bachelors Grove, available on Amazon. And mysterious goings on in this anthology. And Heroes in Contrast, that's Conflict very quick short read on superheroics. And after you've read all these, check out the ones that you can leave reviews. Amazon reviews made less impossible by myself. Thank you, Cindy. And drop by risingtide.pub and sign up for the newsletter at this address here. Make sure you make it .pub. And also, after you're done there, please go to ckoepp.com and check out her work. Check out Cindy. Check out her newsletter. Please sign up for that. It is a great newsletter. She puts a lot of work into it. Then go to patreon.com/Brian K. Moore so you can get tears and sneak peeks at the new Volcana novel. And definitely, while you're there, also check out various other people that I showed you on the card earlier, including ckoepp.com lady here. Do a search on there for CKOEPP and check out what she's going. I just got the newest chapter of her next work in progress, and it's great. She's a fantastic writer. And good morning to the new host starting Wednesday morning, Nicholas Anthony Tockard. Good morning, Nevermore. And Cindy kept dropping her lists like a professional. She's a boss. And that's all she has time for, darn it. I'll catch up with you all later. Happy Scare All the Dogs in the Neighborhood Day. And Brian, I can't wait to see what new shenanigans you're getting into. I can't wait to have you along for the ride, Cindy. And thank you so much for being a really great supporter of the show and of your community. Please, everyone, go to Amazon today or to bearpublications.com and please pick up something from Cindy Kep, all right? She is a fantastic writer, one of the best writers I've read in years, and she's got a variety of stuff that is suitable for all ages if you want to get a young reader started, as well as other works, including the great Animal Eye comic book. And just buy something from her as a thank you for all she does and has done for the company. And she waves at Nick as she leaves. And hi, Cindy. Hope you have fun today. And Rage into Broadcast Network, jumping in the shower so I don't miss this, and we don't want to miss you going in the shower. And Nick Tucker says, well, today is the day we give our appreciation to the fine man who has every morning done so much for this community. Thank you so much, BK. Nick Tockard, thank you, brother, for picking up the baton here Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And the times may change because this is it's not going to be me backseat driving Nick. I may become a heckler frequently, but definitely check out what Nick does. He's going to take the show way above anything I could have done. So I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with it. Please support Nick at least as much as you've supported me. Please share his episodes and let everyone know how much improved the new show is. And what's this clown doing there? I think I'm going to have him blocked. All right, yeah. Look at him soliciting things. God, what a creep. And thank you, Nick, for your service to the community. May all your dreams and schemes come true. And yeah, I do like it in the heckling area. Check your DMs, see you, folks. Bye. And wow, Carl Witzman, good morning, my friend. You have been busy. You didn't even wait till I came in and turned on the lights. Not Carly. Mwah. Carl, what they've been doing was best done in the dark. That is true. Less chance of photographic evidence, and I'm urgently checking from a DM for Nita. God, get this guy out of here. And that's what I heard, BKM. I know. Carl and I have got good visual listening. Well, I look forward to seeing you in the heckling area more often. Nick, you can count on it, brother. I'll be making your shows a living hell. And heckling area, is that what we're calling the chat now? It sounds like it. That's what that clown in the fez there kept talking about. And we know what we were talking about, heckling area, peanut gallery, live studio audience. There we go. And that was a quick shower. Yeah. And one of these days, I plan on appearing live. One of these days, I plan on appearing live. Okay, I'm clean, and that's all that matters, Carl. Only physically, Nita, and that's the way we love you, darling. And I suppose it doesn't take long to watch a little Cajun. Is that what we're calling it now? A little Cajun? I mean, guy's name there. Never mind. And now she's messaging from the shower. That's that sizzling you hear right now. And, well, Nick, there's not a lot of Nita to wash. She's a delightful little package. That's right. If Dynamite comes in small packages, then Nita is Lady 3 Mile Island, if you know what I'm saying. Little Cajun, I got roles that need attending. And you got a lot of volunteers. Anyway, thank you. And Gumbo happens. Oh, yeah. If Gumbo happens in the shower, I'd advise medical attention. Yeah. And Glenn Fleming is calling out for Nita, and without the love he's getting from me, he's getting agreeing to me because he knows I'm trained to hold up this book. Jack Kirby, A Personal Journey in Words and Pictures, comes with a great CD where you can see and hear the king of comics. He has created so many great properties, and if you're a fan of the Marvel or DC movies, you have encountered this man's creativity and his genius. So check out this book about Glenn Fleming's visit to the man's home back in the 90s, and it's a worthwhile addition to your library. Check it out. It's available on Indiegogo. Everyone saying hello to Glenn, and hi everyone. This show will be the most watched in podcast history. Yes, because everyone, Glenn, is gonna. It's one of those things. It's like that's why the sheriff escorts you to the county line. They're gonna make sure I go and don't come back. I'm gonna have myself blocked from this network. And Nick, time to take over. What? I've only been here for 16 minutes already. There's an insurgency here. And it should be. And good morning, Dan Hollifield. Always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. And soon it'll be mine. Oh, yes, it will be mine. He's laughing now. Just wait. Yeah. And much love to the Raging 2 Broadcasting Network, which we have. And morning, Dan. And good morning, everyone. Please be cautious not to slip in the water and gumbo that Nita has dripped out of the shower. Oh, paint a picture with words, Carl. Also, check out Carl and Donna's books on Lulu.com. They are fantastic, and I'm a fan, not just a friend. So check out their great works there, okay? And Carl was a counselor, says Carl Witzman, for seriously disturbed people for a long time. This show is not going to break me. I've been broken plenty of times already. I am nearly all super glue at this point. Wait till we get the clever title pending raging again. And this show is going to last 4 hours, so I'm going to the potty now. I'm going to the potty right now, too. That's what the hail pail's for. And George Harrison nailed it half a century ago. All things must pass. Yeah, it's the way of all things. I mean, I don't think there's many people, in all seriousness, not to brag, although I'll take a moment, I can't think of too many broadcasters, at least in the Facebook sphere, who have lasted longer than I have. Certainly nobody who does what I do. And I've outlasted a lot of YouTubers also. Now, the guys with the, 20 billion followers, yeah, they were at it long before I was, and they're doing things that I don't and wouldn't do. But it's been a good long run. I have very few regrets, okay? And yeah, Glenn, but sometimes the passing hurts like hell. Donna, I'm sorry, hun. This was not an easy decision to make, but I was inspired long ago by the Mary Tyler Moore Show. This was a show that started out funny and just got better and better and better as the years went on. And then one day they all decided it's time to stop while we're on top. And I wanted to do this before I burned out. Because even if even doing things you enjoy, it becomes a grind after a while. This did not get to that point, but I wanted it to go out on top and hand it off in better shape than when I created. And believe me, we've made a lot of strides on this show, such as it is. But anyway, Nick Tucker, honestly, mornings will not be the same. No, they'll be a lot better, brother. I'm serious. I am so looking forward to your work. And Carl, you're still a counselor for seriously disturbed people. You're just doing it as a hobby these days, mostly on Friday nights in the green room. In 2 minutes, yes. And Joe Bachman, good morning, sir. Out to breakfast with the wife, but want to stop by and throw a like on the show. See you all Wednesday. Joe, thank you for being here, brother. You and the wife have a great breakfast, and we will see you. And true, Dan, all too true. And it took his last episode to be on time. Hey, yeah, I've gone, it's one of those things where I've actually been on time most of the times I'm late, but something like the computer, thinking about, should I call up that page or not? Or something I forgot to do. I have gotten lax, and I think that was probably a sign of a possible burnout too. So, but anyway, I made it here on time today. And Rick Bradley, good morning, Nevermornings. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And that's a Cajun spicy burn, Nita. I would take it from Nita anytime because it saves me $20 downtown. Anyway. Ouch, I'm used to it, Carl. I've learned to love the taste of the lash. And good morning, Teresa Dunn. Happy 4th to you. And remember, folks, there's a lot of people out there. We hear a lot about pets that don't like explosions. I've got a friend who I talked to this morning. She's anesthetizing one of her dogs and basically doping the dog till tomorrow. And here we've got maybe another week or two where it is legal in this state to fire off fireworks. The Governor Holcomb, I loved how he handled the COVID crisis. but when it comes to getting that tax dollars, by God, he's going to get from the fireworks people any way, shape, or form. And it's sounding like he is going to probably cave into his Republican cronies about the recent Roe v. Wade decision, and so, or the results of, and he's about to lose my vote in November or whenever he runs again. So anyway, and that's something, see, Carl, indulge me today, please. I may go on rants today. I don't want to be stopped. Because I came to a decision last week personally that most of the time I've been using my social media as self-promotion or promotion of my friends. I'm going to start speaking my mind on issues because I think sometimes we remain silent too long. So, we may liven up that Facebook page, and I may lose a lot of people, but I'm going to keep the right ones. So anyway, Joseph Morning, good morning to you, sir. Happy Saint Slaughter. I almost called him Saint Sergeant Slaughter. Happy Sergeant Slaughter Day. Happy one to you too, Joseph. Check out this man's broadcasting on YouTube. He's great. Carl Witzman says, Nick, I need right access to that Google folder to put your temporary theme in there. And I know the rest of the chat doesn't care, but hey, got to get business done while you can. Hey, go for it. I do. And William A. Bove, hello everyone. How are you? We are terrific, William. Hope you are too. Mwah. Hope your 4th is going well. And gotcha, I'll fix that. And welcome everyone. Grab a chair and be ready. And they mentioned Sergeant Slaughter, so be ready to hit somebody with it. And Rick Bradley comes on to tell us no R&D gaming tonight, but get ready for next Monday when author Rick Bradley and his son Donovan play games from the Sega Genesis. And remember, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Anyway, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Rad Publishing YouTube channel and his Facebook author page. And please check out his back run of shows. They are just as entertaining to watch on the rerun. And go subscribe to his YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you'll not have to hunt his videos down, have them come to you. And Michaela will saunter in here late and have to sit on my lap, I'm sure. You poor man. You poor, poor man. That's why you want us to all gather up the chairs. I'll see through you. And check out Rick Bradley's author page on Amazon. You can sink your claws into the Nightmare Collective, eat some apple pie with Marge, find out, bask in the glory of the award-winning Pulp Reality 1, and try to hide from the tales of the weird and strange. And that is exactly how I roll, says Nick Tucker. And there's my dearest, dearest friend, Matt Knowles. Matt, love you, brother. BKM, I hear they're throwing parades in your honor today. Yeah, they're making sure I go. The fireworks are really to cover up the gunshots as I'm fleeing to the county line. So anyway, Matt, brother, I'm so glad you're here. And Matt, we've said that we're going to bring back Clever Title Pending. Expect the tap on the shoulder. You're not done with me, all right? And Brian, I think this is one day you can run late if you need it. I don't want peeve Nita because she knows I adore her. And also, my Nevermorians, Andrea is wanting to start selling T-shirts and dice bag, among other things, with nerdy designs on them. She's also going to order some molds to make her own D&D dice to go along with her dice bag. She's stumped on a name for her little business. Oh my God, what little business? There is no such thing. She is an entrepreneur. Nice dice or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Your input is welcome, Nevermorians. And yes, our entire nation is coming together to celebrate BK Morse's freedom for morning broadcasting. I may just start doing things at 5 in the morning when I'm up anyway. And thank you, Ryan Permisson, for sharing, my friend, and wondering if anyone had an idea for her nerd-oriented business. She's also going to be at BurgCon this September. Neat Oriented is in the running, but that's the only one so far. I'm thinking nice dice, and all things that go with it. And plus the event for BurgCon is going to be written down somewhere. I think it's the 3rd of September. I'd have to find out when the holiday weekend is. But anyway, please come see it, and please check out Rick and all the other Nevermorians. They'll be there, like Kathy Jackson and Amy Hale and so on. And good morning, Nevermorians, says Ryan Permisson. How are you? Follow him there for his podcast on, and I quote, on Linktree. Nick Tucker says, now, folks, please put your stories of how BKM has affected you. Don't get graphic, though. Despite all his blessed for Brian needs your support and to hear the impact he has had. Nick, I'm aware of it. I am very much aware of it. And honored. Thank you, sir. And we're going, if we get, okay, we're going to do this for now. Ryan Permisson says if you want to be a quote, on a guest on, and I quote, his show in 2023, they're live on Saturdays at noon Eastern, but they can pre-record and they have lively conversations. You can promote your stuff. Check out that address and check out the latest episode of Geek of Earth, where they discuss all things Star Wars and breaking news for years the fans have asked for it. And finally, and I quote, swag is now available. Check it out. Treat yourself and represent the most electrifying podcast today, now that I'm off the air. And Ryan Permisson says, check out the latest episode of that, I quote, with writer, book writer, comic book writer, and promoter Philip Russert. And also check out the celebration of the 30th anniversary of A League of Our Own with a watch-along. Check that out on that YouTube channel there. Carl Westman says, I think I shared some of my BKM stories on the episode that we hosted, Nick, so people should go back and watch those, and on your new channel on Wednesday. So tune in Wednesday at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central, so that you can all join in and put in your "Thank God Brian's Gone" stories, okay? And list all the ways I've horrified you. Although I will share that we were at a conference and Donna came back to our table and said, some guy over there stole your idea of the fez. I went over, it was Brian, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, it was a thing at the Danville, Illinois Public Library. And I kept thinking the same thing. I was by myself. I had nobody to bitch to. So I was like, oh, man, he's got a fez, too. Damn it. Because, see, the thing is, not long before that, Carl, I had another broadcaster. The person I killed in one of my stories, actually. He wanted to increase his viewership. I think he had, like, 3 people that would tune in. And most of them were like, what are you doing? So, anyway... he said I ought to wear a fez like you and maybe I'll get popular. I'm like, I will throttle you if you do. I will kill your butt. Most of the stuff he did either was copied at the time was copied from me or the good ideas died of loneliness. But anyway, Ryan Permisson says, check out this great new Kickstarter from Van Allen Plexico and White Rocket Books. Van's a buddy of mine. I'm looking at that too. It's Gideon Kane, Demon Hunter, revised and expanded. If you like Solomon Kane by Robert E. Howard, these are looks like great stories. I'm looking into that, supporting it myself. Thank you, Ryan. And Mike Jimmy Lorch of the Broom. What's up, lovelies? Mwah, we are here to say hello to you, my friend. How are you? Check this guy out on Nerd Bacon every Thursday with Nick Tockard, Luke Stone, and anyone else who wanders in. But he didn't steal it. It was Convergent Evolution and a shared love of Doctor Who. Exactly. We have bonded over that. Now we're into bondage. But anyway, just walked in for my side job. It's been a tiring but exciting weekend. I saw you're full-time again. Dude, I understand, man. I totally understand. We do what we gotta. From now on, I'll be covering the publishing of the Oswald Chronicles and Tall Tales on the European. Oh, that's beautiful. That's kind of like what Eric S. Hawkins does on this side for European creators. Mike Jimmy, you might talk to Eric Hawkins about distributing your stuff here in America. Just saying. And Ryan Permisson, congratulations, BKM, on all these years hosting Nevermind the Furthermore. Wish you the best with everything moving forward. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I will continue to support the new host, Nicholas, and wish him the best. If you ever need a guest for any of your shows, you know where to find me. Cheers, my friend. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And keep your shoulder open, because you're going to get the tap one day too. And I'm grateful for this community and all your support. Have a safe and productive day. Happy Independence Day, everyone. You too, my friend. You take care. Have a good one. And okay, hey Brian, this is from Facebook user. Hey Brian, I don't really have the words to say about all you've done for my writing. From Charles Millhouse. I know who this is. Kelly Austin. Love you, hon. Start all over. Brian, hey Brian, I don't really have the words to say about all you've done for my writing. From Charles Millhouse to you, I listen to all that you say, in which each word I write, your inspiration to reach higher into success will echo. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. That's the sort of thing I love to see, that maybe my humble efforts have gotten somebody else to get off their ass and get the keyboard warmed up, you know what I'm saying? Or get that pencil out and get that drawing hand limbered up. And cool, Mike Jimmy. And woohoo, Mike Jimmy. Yeah, that's great news, Mike Jimmy. And thank you, Kelly. Thank you sincerely. Also, I woke up to an outer ear infection. Ugh, it hurts like hell and there's yucky fluids flowing out. Thanks for sharing. Can you get one of those ear enema things? Sometimes I get earwax jammed up in one of my ears, because they say you're not supposed to use Q-tips. But what else is there? Pen knives aren't recommended either. And eventually it gathers up at the base of the base of my ear well, and I have to get this chemical that you lie on your side and you drip a few drops in, and it feels creepy. And then you rinse it out with warm water. I call it an ear enema. And I'm not sure which is worse, which part of it. So anyway, I hope you get to feeling better, my friend. I feel your pain, and I hope that it ends pleasantly. I hope you run to the doctor or something for that, my friend. Okay. And good morning, Paul Bush. Mwah, I love you, Paul. Say hello to Lynn for me and the family. And thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, John B. Pica, johnpica.com. Check him out. And oh no, Mike Jimmy feel better, says Nick Tucker. We agree. And whoops. Well, I'll get back to you. I just had a comment dump. We gotta sing the praises of the comment dump. Holy cats, I'm behind, way behind. Thanks for nothing, comment dump. Oh, hold on. No, I zoomed right past it. Holy crap. And I'll get back to you, Lynn. I love you, Lynn. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave. Because I will get to it. And here we go. Almost there. Oh, there we go. And it's not too bad, just annoying. And I keep wanting to clean it to no avail. Oh, man. I'm with Carl. Poor Mike Jimmy. Well, like I said, you can get our drugstores have that thing. It's not that unpleasant. It's just like, so anyway. And normally I sleep in on my days that are off, but I actually set my alarm for today. Man. See that's how much I love you, buddy. I'm sacrificing sleep here. Well, you listen long enough, we'll put you right back to sleep. Rick, I love you, superstar. I really do, man. Thank you. I do thank you. And have a good rant. I'm retired from assistant associate director flunky after today. You mean the new administration hasn't picked up your option? He couldn't ask for a better one, I tell you. At least here, see, I knew it. He's now in contract negotiations, and we all know the real reason I'm taking the slides. BKM is tired of the typos of mine. He has had to translate. You haven't read any of my first drafts, have you, buddy? And Jessica Johnson, good morning to you, Brian. Mwah, good morning to you, Jessica. I love you and the family. Look where I'm going to be going on the 16th of next month. I'm excited by this. I hope you're there too. It's going to be fun. And check it out, $5 admission, and I think if there's any tables left, say so, Jessica, and maybe we can fill them up here. And hashtag bring cookie home and hashtag let Brian sleep in. The latter, no chance, but thank you, brother. And Facebook user says, hi, Brian, happy 4th, everybody. Happy 4th to you. Hope you have a great and safe one. And John B. Pica says, anyone else feel BKM's retirement is about as permanent as Ric Flair's? Woo! It is. You ask anyone, John, who has, retired, like from the 9 to 5, they wind up dying because they get worked to death. So, yeah, it's not permanent. I'm already planning what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing more instructional videos and some fun stuff and maybe a few extra BK minutes here and there without the pressure of trying to monetize them, That's a lost cause at this point. But anyway, but yeah, we're going to be busy. We're just changing our focus a little. And we're still going to be doing Comic Book Spectrum on Thursday night. So if you want to get a little BKM, come see me there, all right? And you can draw with Steph Wilson and Carrie Ann. Hi, BKM. Hello. Mwah. How are you this morning? Good to see you. And Eric Hawkins, good morning to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well and bringing sexy back to the feds. That's what I do, my friend. I do that. Anyway, Brian defines sexy. Yes, I define it as being on someone else. But anyway, Rick Bradley says, Brian is part of my Triforce of writing. Oh, he, along with Amy Hale and Kathy Jackson, are the reason I'm doing this writing thing. Of course, this poor guy has taken the brunt of my messages of anxiety and questions that are plaguing my mind, but he's always there for me, giving me the courage to do what I do. I can't wait to get where he is now so I can still play catch-up to get to the heights he will be. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, man. And I am so proud of you. And I know, I think I'm speaking for Kathy and Amy at the same time here when I say, man, you have shot so high, so fast. And it is just the harbinger of a great writing career. And we hope we get you out of there, get Cookie out of where she is, and everyone here get your significant other out of the 9 to 5 so you can spend more time with them. So anyway, what's that new link? Nicholas Tockert asked Carl Witzman. And BKM now on OnlyFans. Shh, that was going to be a surprise, darn it. But I thank you for your $200 contributions every week. This really been nice of you. I love you. And Orko from My Evil Lynn Bush. No way am I missing your last broadcast. As for my BKM stories, well, Orko for me. Brian has been a very positive influence during my journey. Yes, I meant positive. More like type O positive. But anyway, no, sweetheart, I am so glad we found each other through this. And I can't pass an Evil Lynn toy without thinking of you. Well, I think of you anyway. So, and I look forward to our many adventures on the road. In fact, we're going to be at Silcon together in September. Please come see us at Mattoon at the Cross County Mall. It's going to be a great time. Admission is free. And Lynn will be in Brian's Love Shack all weekend. Anyway, it'll take a SWAT team to get us out. Anyway, love you, Lynn. And there is the new address for this show. Please take a screen capture. There's your card for your next broadcast, Nick. Anyway, please check out that show. It's the new, improved Nevermind the Furthermore on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 10 a.m. Same bad time, same different bat station. And the soul of the Nevermind the Furthermore and Clever Tile Penning forever. Thank you, William. Thank you. Love it, brother. And Orko has always been there for any questions that I have bothered him with. You've not bothered me once, darling. Or just to chat and say hi. That's always been a pleasure. Orko, you always make my day, and I can't wait to see you at Heroes for Kids. We are going to partay, girl. We are going to have fun. I'll be the guy in the white van. And I know some hand limbering exercises. I bet you do. I just bet you do. And now I can't stop thinking about it. Thank you so much. I love you. And Dave Noe. Dave, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Check him out. Check out the Indelible group of books and also his own work on Amazon. Gonna miss you and your creative wisdom and your love for the medium. Best of luck for all of your endeavors in the future. Dave, I'm still around. I'm just in a different place. So, I'm just a DM away, brother. And it's been amazing to meet so many like-minded people in these past 2 years with great part thanks to you, Brian. Mike, Jimmy, that was the whole purpose of this thing. To gather all the cool kids. All right? Or maybe more the freaks and geeks. The ones who maybe mostly got looked, the so-called cool kids looked at them out of the corner of their eye, but we banded together, and that's this community here. And I don't expect it to stop at Nick's. I want this at Ragin', I want this at Nick's, I want this at the Comic Madness, I want it everywhere, okay? This group will make a difference. I promise you. And Raging 2 at the Classy Comments. That's my girl Nita. I'm proud of her. And TMI Mike Jimmy. This is the morning for TMI and John. And by the way, to talk about things, go to johnpica.com and check out all his great stuff. And go to Amazon and get his 2 great books. They're awesome. And Molly Daniels, popping in to say happy 4th of July. Everyone currently getting Grandma's Snuggles from Princess B. Princess O is at her checkup. And hope to see her afterwards. Well, it's good to see you here. Love you, hun. And I'm watching this on YouTube, on the TV, and making comments on Facebook on my phone. The Facebook capture censored crap as, you mean they won't let you say or God, how priggish of them. And Jessica Johnson says that Heroes for Kids Comic-Con booth spaces are completely sold out, so you can come and worship us there. Anyway, I'll be across from Villainous Grounds, keeping them busy all morning. And we just had another comment dump. And, I have to access the wrenches through YouTube, Carl. Hey, tell you what, Nick, I don't know a graceful way to do this. Well, Nick, it's your show. And give wrenches to everyone you think deserves it, which would probably not be me. So, because I've got about 7 years of evidence that I don't know how to run a show. Anyway, cool Russian bots beware. And I put BKM up there with Mr. Rogers. That's true. And every day, he was my inspiration too, Stephen Carrie-Ann. Every day he'd come in, put on his fez, put on his bow tie, take off his sweater, take off his trousers. Or was I watching the same show as you guys? I'm confused now. Anyway, Jessica Johnson, we're still looking for sponsorships and monetary donations to help us surpass the total from 2021. We're about $1,000 away from the total raised last year. That's great. With still a few weeks to go. That's great, Jessica. Please contact Jessica Johnson and see what you can do to help. See, the whole purpose of Heroes for Kids are to charities get the benefits of, like, the overage, shall we say, that it'll take to put on next year's show. Like, part of the table rental goes to this fund, and your admission when you come in the door, that goes to the fund. Plus, they take sponsorships and donations. So please check them out. They are a registered charity. So anyway, Paul Bush and Heroes for Kids. Yes, we're gonna see each other at least twice this year. I'm excited. And Brian K. Mortis. There's my horror writing name. Oh my God, it's the Superman of our hearts. No, I like Mortis better. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Oh man, thank you, William, both. And can't wait for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con, Jessica. Me either. And Eli T. Cash, good to see you, brother. Part of the Impossibilists. Late, my computer crashed and had to redo page 8. Oh my God. And Paul Bush is bringing the candy. We're going to be hanging with Paul all weekend. That's going to be fun. And Brian Rodman, my asthmatic brother in peril here. Mwah! Glad to see you. Love you. And Robin, good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. Picture it. It was 2020 and I'd been stuck in my house for months, slowly losing my mind. Then I happened upon a fez-wearing fiend who encouraged and uplifted others with no thought of himself. You helped me so much during my darkest days, my friend. You saved my sanity. Thank you so much for your friendship and all you do. You've changed me for the better, and I love you, brother. Brian, I love you too. I really do. And getting to meet you and Robin in person is one of the highlights of my life, okay? And I love seeing all you do. Now, I'm not sure you're telling the truth about saving your sanity, okay? But, but if you're like me, and you are very much like me, there's so little left to hang on to. But I love you, my crazy brother. All right? And better times ahead, I promise. And Bill Gates. Eli has now sworn a blood oath, a vendetta against Bill Gates. And let's see how long it takes Facebook to cancel him out. And they hate us because they ain't us. Exactly, Nick, because we got under control here. We don't worry so much about what people think of us. Like Nita says, and I love this, that they can't cancel us because we don't apologize. Because why should we be sorry for being how we are? And if we make too much noise, that's fine. If we are too loud in our encouragement and our uplifting of other people, well, you know what? Anyone's got a complaint can just go fuck themselves. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think so. There we go. And Brian Rahman says, you helped me find my tribe through the show, and I can never thank you enough. You, sir, are such an inspiration. Back at you, brother. I mean, this guy is wrestling with health issues. The nebulizer is a very personal work for him. And yet, have you seen the cool stuff he's got going? Oh my God, he's not letting it stop him. Brian, you've got a lot of challenges, man, but you're plowing through them and you're making a better creative world for everyone. Dude, I'm so excited about what you got going and so excited I'm going to be a part of it. I'm really happy. And Steph, I thought I smelled you, says Region 2 Network. And support us on Patreon, John B. Pica, and check him out. That's www.patreon.com. Impossibilists. That is John B. Pica's page, and he does great new comic art on there. It's really wonderful to see. And Nita! And Eric Hawkins says, seems like just yesterday some weird dude in the Fez told me he had a live stream on YouTube. Yeah, I know, he told me the same thing, and then I started doing it. But anyway, Molly Daniels, Princess A might be coming with me to Heroes for Kids, and if so, hopefully the daughter will too. That'll be great, Molly. It'd be so good. And Battle Lacey, no, top streamers don't use bought subscribers. We don't use bot subscribers either. There is a reason why. YouTube catches them, and they penalize the page for using them. So we're not putting your thing up here. In fact, I'm going to take that out. No, I can't remove that. Anyway, just, let's see, I'll just star that and we'll deal with it later. Anyway, Dan Hallfield, everyone at Rising Tide, please send me updates for the schedule. It's woefully out of date at the moment. Well, the network's kind of over, Dan, so we're all just soloing it now. And whoa, Brian, look at this crowd. You have the best bunch of supporters. Bots stand no chance. That's right, Nick. We know how to search out our own pornography. You know what I'm saying? We don't rely on no commie bedwetter bots. And you know what? I would rather have Ukrainian porn bots on here than Russian porn bots. Just putting that out there. And the reason I went full-time on my side job, by the way, is to be able to get 3 books out in the coming month and pay the artists making them. I'll bow my head and keep grinding. Well, Mike, Jimmy, brother, you doing the right thing. I support you, man. And whatever we can do to help you, you just let us know. And this year, the proceeds benefit the Shriners Hospital for Children, not because I'm wearing a fez, and the Community Counseling Center Foundation, both worthwhile projects. So please check out Heroes for Kids. It's a great, great show anyway. And they got some super, super guests. And I'll be there. Show up anyway. And Kelly Austin talks to us. I got to go, Brian. I joined the DNC last week and have about 500 envelopes and flyers to get done. I'm not sitting down anymore. I'm fighting. Yeah. If someone doesn't buy my books because of that, it's their loss and I don't need their money. Amen. Make your arguments the right way and never look back. I'm getting followers and people taking interest in my work. Long live the feds. Long live you, Kelly. That's just where I'm coming from anymore. And if I peeve somebody off who says they don't want to take the COVID shot because it's their body and they have the right to determine what's inside them, and then they turn around and say, we don't need abortion rights. You know what? Read between the lines, those people. And I don't say this often, but if if you are in that camp and you don't want to follow me anymore, we part as friends. Anyway, Brian, Robin, I'll be in Louisville this coming weekend. Yes, I'm sorry, I probably won't make Imaginarium, but please go down there. If you're in the Louisville area, please check out the Imaginarium. Molly will be there. I believe Kathy Jackson will be there. A great list of fantastic writers will be down there. Unfortunately, this year I was booked by the time Imaginarium announced their dates. But I'm going to alternate probably between the two. I'll go to Imaginarium next year, and then I will go to the Indie Author Book Expo the other year. So anyway, but if you're in the West Des Moines area, please come see me at the West Valley Mall this coming Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 5 and 11 to 4, both days. And BKM, Advocate of Sandy, seriously, I advocate for it often, even though I have none. And Uncancelable, Luke Stone, my brother, how you doing? Luke Stone, since he survived COVID, has inexplicably become me. His filters are gone. He's become, every now and then he'll say something. I'm like, wait a minute, was that Luke saying that? It sounded like his voice. And he used to marvel at how I get away with saying things, and now I'm doing the same with him. Oh my God. And Luke, I love you so much. I really do, man. And you make this a better world, man, in so many ways. And please check out LukeStoneStudios.com. And check out Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, an amazing work. If you like superhero teams, this is the one for you. And we are apologetically kind people, and if you don't like it, go elsewhere and enjoy your pity party. Thank you, Mike Jimmy, Lordship de Bruin. Exactly. All right. And Morning Luke, and Mike, don't you mean unapologetic? I think Molly Dance, I think he did. And, yep, autocorrect got him. Sorry. In 2,000 years from now, they'll be reading from the Book of Morris in the Dark Church of the Rising Tide and lowering taxes. That's right, Carl. And Carl Witzman is our Dark Pope. We got to come up with a really nice, Pope name for you, because I'm a big fan of the group Ghost, despite the heavy, seriously satanic stuff in there. Their lead singer, Tobias Forge, has this really rich back history that he's worked on. In every album, they have a new, what they call Pope Emeritus. Or Papa, excuse me. It's not a Pope, like Pope John Paul or whatever, but it's like Papa Emeritus. and and like the current incarnation, he killed 3 of them to be the current Papa Emeritus 4. So, and plus their music is amazing. I love their music. So, and if you ever get a chance, watch their guitar duels that they've done in the last couple of tours, where they have 2 lead guitarists and they face off of each other, and the one who plays the white guitar is amazing. He is. He'd be, if Eddie Van Halen were around, Eddie would be going, "Wow, he can do that." I hope he teaches me how. And then frequently what happens is the guy with the black guitar plays something relating to either the time of year or where they're at. Like one time they were in Milan, and the lead guitarist started playing Funiculi Funicula. And another time he, got the drummer and the bass player to join him in playing like Smoke on the Water. So they're fun and they make me smile. So anyway, yeah, we got to work on it. We got a dark legacy to try to get going here. We need to pick up that the thing for the church. And Molly Dan's right, autocorrect, and BKM pretty much Beavis and Butthead meets Mr. Rogers. That's right. If they all got gene spliced together, I'm the horrifying result. And gotta love autocorrect. Must I? Dry and sideways, maybe. And Raging 2, gotta bounce, Godspeed, Morris, much love. Stay in touch, continue to harass my guys. The ones that don't run away with you, I've still got a speech to give. So anyway, that's probably why they're running. But anyway, love you, Nita. Mwah. And if you abandon me now for Raging 2, the dark church forgives you. And people can't agree to disagree anymore. Exactly, Eli. And that's been one of the tenets of this show. In that we agree to disagree. And if you come on and you're polite, that's fine. The only rude one I want here is me. Because this is my place of power. I promise to use it irresponsibly. But, we've had people that have gotten quite vociferous in their disagreement. And you notice they're not here anymore. And they aren't missed, and they don't even get brought up. So anyway, bye Nita, says Nick Tucker, and Ophelia Luke, hashtag uncancelable. You got that right. And BKM, tell us the truth, says Brian Rahman. You're ditching Nevermind the Furthermore to beef up your OnlyFans 50 Shades of Fez. It's true. It's true. I go there and I wear nothing but a fez. And a bow tie. Because you don't want to get sweat stains on the shirt or any other kind of stains. Monica Lewinsky will tell you, and I say that because Monica Lewinsky is one of my idols right now. She is one of the most courageous women on earth because she was a punchline for decades, and now she has been working in anti-bullying, and I admire the hell out of her. It's one of those things where she was beset upon, and she emerged with grace and power. I love that. I love her. Luke Stone Studio says, if you don't like my politics, you can still buy my books. I don't care about your politics. Everyone's entitled to be wrong sometimes. This show is a testament to that on a 3 times a week basis. No, I agree. It's like it's not true if I say I don't see colors. I do. It's green. Anyway, Luke and I definitely want you to be careful out there. Yes, Nick Tucker. What is it? I reposted some meme on Facebook yesterday, I think it was. They'll take away my fireworks when they prime for my cold dead fingers, which I believe are about 20 feet over there. So anyway, exactly, Luke. That's what we're about. We can agree to disagree. People have forgotten about that. And Luke Son says, I have a permit for that. I do what I want. You have a license for it now, man. You come through like you and Randy did. You get to do that. You get to drop all the you don't give anymore, right? Right. And Pops Seeley, how you doing, Pops? Mwah. Yayo, good never morning from a remote location. Oh, Pops finally got into the Witness Protection Program. Cool. And Eli, great minds think alike, and let's be careful out there. You too, Luke. Love you, brother. So love you. And I'll be watching you on Nerd Bake on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. Please support that show. Mike, Jimmy, and Nick are on there, and you never know who else may be on there. And he's pimping wenches and wormholes, of course. BKM's a degenerate. 2 very honest truths there, and I like Luke. We all like Luke, and the more you get to know him, the more you like him. Now, we have And Mike Jimmy says, let's be careful out there. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. From Luke's closing from Cop Rock, which I think I'm the only person that watched it once. No, I think I saw 2 episodes. It only lasted like 6 episodes. It was a debacle. It was like Hill Street Blues as a musical. It didn't work. And everyone have a great day and think about BKM today. Well, let's think about Carl. Let's think about Donna. Let's think about all of you. And we are caught up with the comments. So, Hill Street Blues. That's right, Molly. Hill Street Blues. And, you know, now's as good a time as any. Now, if you want to abandon, this may take about 10 minutes. I am going to close the comments here. You'll be able to comment, but I figured out a way to, I don't see them. This is going to be hard enough. So, first of all, I want to thank everyone who has supported me during the last 7 years of Nevermind the Furthermore and our associated projects. Like I said, I won't be, dropping broadcasting entirely. I will be continuing to broadcast, but now, I've never liked goodbyes. It's been said I should conduct this final broadcast with some degree of solemnity. Instead, this is what you're going to get. It's a history of Nevermind the Furthermore in all its various forms. To quote Lee Falk, for those who came in late, I never took note of the first broadcast I did, and Facebook wouldn't let me go back to see those god-awful first attempts at broadcasting. Oh my God, I think I should be grateful for that. But all I recall is some Thursday morning, probably in 2015, early 2016, I took Facebook Live's challenge. I picked up my cell phone and did an impromptu broadcast. I only intended to go about 5 minutes, maybe 10. The purpose would be to talk about the 3, I think, books I had for sale at that time. One of them was through the late lamented Kindle Worlds, and the others were through my original imprint, Freelance Words. The broadcast lasted in its original format, such as it was, for about 8 minutes. Then I noticed comments appearing at the side of my screen, and many of them, of course, were asking what the hell I was doing and why I was on their computer screens. But many people just said hello and asked how I was doing. So we started talking. We were starting to have a conversation. And after about the 20-minute mark, I started to say my goodbyes finally. And that took another 20 minutes to accomplish because by that time we were having a conversation, the audience and I, and it felt really good. So I did it again about a week later, same results. People just needed a place to say hello, to reach out in a safe environment where ideas were respected and creativity was encouraged. The act of selling my books at that point seemed secondary to what I'd already discovered from this broadcasting. So I called the show Nevermind the Furthermore. It was a line from the musical Oklahoma from Curly's courtroom scene. Later, one of my favorite musical acts, the Monkees, did 2 songs with that same line in there. And the line is, Nevermind the Furthermore, the plea is self-defense. It was in No Time and Zilch, if you're keeping track. I also did a fanzine for an amateur press alliance called Kappa Alpha, where I was the central mailer for 2 years. And that was the name of my zine. The more you know, right? So anyway, I believe the original time was like Fridays at 11:30 in the morning, which is when I did that first broadcast approximately. And I eventually switched it to Thursdays because I was doing book shows and comic conventions, and sometimes I had to travel on Fridays to get there. Then something got in the way, and I had to skip a Thursday. So I did a Monday show the following week at 9 a.m. to make up for it. But because everyone wanted a later show in the week as well, I did both a Monday and Thursday program because of that. And the time slot moved from 9 in the morning to 10 because Cookie changed jobs, and this worked out better for me to get her to work and have more time to prepare for the show. And eventually, after a couple of years, thanks to John Hale, I thought I should have an After Dark edition where we'd relax a few of the rules on language and naughty talk. So I started doing a Tuesday night edition of Nevermind the Furthermore, but I wasn't happy with just basically repeating what I did in the mornings, so I changed it from me gabbing at you to an interview show about creativity. Yeah, we're reading this stuff. In search of a name for the new show, I jotted down some notes on what I wanted to accomplish, right? But one of the first jobs was, of course, having to come up with a nice title for the new series. So just as a placeholder, I wrote at the top of the page, clever title pending. And then it hit me, that's as good a name for a show as anything. So it turned into an interview discussion show about creativity and the business behind it. It featured creative individuals sharing their knowledge with us all. And it all started with Jackie Nelson, who wrote a novel that turned her daughter into a superhero. Both editions are currently available on Amazon. You'll love them. And when some people saw this as a good place for them to have an infomercial about their efforts and nothing else, I came up with the credo for the show that I don't care what you have to sell. I only care about what you have to say. Sure, you can still use the show as a platform for your Kickstarter, your creative works or whatever, as a thank you for participating in the show. But the main thrust would always be to teach, to bring people up, to help them rise in their creativity. So I added Clever Title Show to the morning shows, and this went on for a few years, and I think I only missed 1 week during that time because of a serious illness I'd picked up, and then COVID hit. Now, it might sound pretentious, but I read the comments after we started broadcasting as the lockdowns were starting to happen across the country and the world even. The audience was confused about what was happening and what could happen, as we all were. The media, from what I saw, did little more than use the 24-hour news cycle to create more drama than to dispense useful information. And people needed, if nothing else, needed a place to hunker down with friends and forget the world for just an hour or two. Maybe report in so we all knew we were all right. So the show went 7 days a week in that time in early 2020. In addition, and this was in addition to Clever Title Pending, plus my guest starring on a lot of other great shows. I used this show to try to keep us amused for a couple hours, 7 days a week. And you endured my rants on what I had called the My Sharona Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic. We shared information from scientists, not the attention seeker at the other end of the bar. And on Sunday mornings, I read from Sandestein, which you can and should purchase from Amazon.com. Hashtag always promote. I could only sustain the pace hour for about 2.5 months before I confessed my energies were draining. And I expected pushback because we all needed the show. But all I received was encouragement to slow down and to start taking care of myself, which I recently have gotten again, and I'm forever grateful. During this time, though, I realized that this show wasn't about me as the host and you as the audience. It was all about all of us being friends and collaborators and supporting each other. It was about you guys reminding me to hashtag bring cookie home and hashtag don't die feed cookie. It was about CKOEPP and sharing links. It was about Madam Executive Producer giving a show of hands. It was about dastardly dingoes waiting for stupid o'clock, hearing TED Talks, listening from the desk of a small press publisher, finding simple swords and big stompy robots while meeting in the green room. But recently I looked at my analytics, and I'm still having fun, and my head got into the game once the Skunk Rockers unique countdown clock launched every show. But my outside endeavors to bring Cookie home took up more time and energy all the time. And most of the broadcasters who enjoyed large audience during the lockdown now entertained a fraction of that crowd while COVID mutated again and again and again. We were no exception. We usually attract around 20%. Right now, we attract about 20% of the viewers we had in the spring of 2020. And that's okay. It happened to a lot of people. Now, I want to do things to grow this channel, of course, so when I share your links, more people will see them. All right? It's not just about me. I want to be able to support the people who are a part of the former Rising Tide broadcast network to help grow their audiences along with mine. Possibly even to pay for professional StreamYard accounts, maybe give them $25 so they can hire a producer to work the boards while they just emote, okay? And speaking of CKOEPP.com, I want more people right now to sign up for Cindy Kep's newsletter at CKOEPP.com. Pause this broadcast and do that right now. I'll still be here when you get back. Hashtag always promote your friends. But after all this, I didn't want Nevermind the Furthermore to die just because my energies were flagging. And while I wrestled with all this, circumstances came together, so I found my replacement quickly. Nicholas Tockert, the host of the Historical Fencing Guild Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, and co-host of Nerd Bacon every Thursday at 9 a.m. on Luke Stone's channels, he agreed to take over the show. And thank you, Nick. I'm forever grateful for it. Nick brings a fire for creativity that often exceeds my own, to say nothing of a good humor and a passion for exchanging ideas. Despite coping with a predatory backdrop, Nick has the heart and the skills to change the show into something even more wonderful than it is. And in terms of education and growing the ranks of the Nevermorians, which is something I've always wanted to do. His star is already blindingly bright, and I love the hell out of Nick for many reasons, not the least of which is he's agreeing to become the new host as of Wednesday at 10 a.m. And he's going to make it his show. It's not Brian's show as of the end of today. It's going to be Nick's. And that's what I want. Nick is one of my dearest friends, and I heartily look forward to what he accomplishes in this space. He's a great father, a loving husband, a passionate creator, and an amazing friend who keeps me on my toes, keeps me honest, and makes sure I hit all the right marks that I've set for myself and for you. So in the next few minutes, this phase of Nevermind the Furthermore will end to find a new, better one. And that one starts in a few minutes. This show survived being ejected from one broadcast network and having to go solo in less than 24 hours for leaving a publishing concern that didn't change the landscape of comics but left me knowing who my friends were and appreciating them all the more. As well as having Facebook prevent 90% of my audience know that I was still on the air. Yeah, I did the research to prove it. 90% people, watch yourselves. It survived 2 half-assed attempts at being taken over, and some self-important people who didn't appreciate that you didn't want to talk about them alone. As well as, and we kicked out a sexual predator in our midst as well. A lot of this was handled behind the scenes. This was something that most of you didn't even know about, and that's fine. But we worked to keep the people bringing you the messages as pure as possible, even with our foibles. And we survived many copyright claims, internet trolls, and Russian porn bots. But like Elton John, we're still standing. And now it's stronger than ever because it has you. All right? That's been the show's strength all along. I was just smart enough to see that. This program's imitators don't understand that it's not about the host. It's always about the end user, and that's you. But don't worry, I'm not done with this broadcasting thing. I will bring back Clever Title Pending as soon as a spin-off show about creating prose for beginners and professionals alike. We're going to do some more BK minutes. I'm going to bring all this back once I take a couple weeks to recharge my batteries. And also, some of Clever Title Pending's initial shows, I'm going to have a co-host, the lovely and brilliant Karen Nicole. She's fired up to get the comics community as together as the prose community, okay? You haven't seen the last of me. I'm warning you right now. And, of course, I'm still spearheading Comic Book Spectrum every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern with Brian Rahman, Eric S. Hawkins, Clyde Hall, and Joe D. McPhee. So... and I see the comments piling up. I'm going to take one last look at them, okay, and see if there's anything that's... Let's see if I can... Oh, I can't get them all here. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you Thank you, guys. Anyway, love you all. So, let me say, in these last few minutes, I want to thank the people who've had my back these last several years, particularly my substitute hosts, Ryan Permisson, Jody McPhee, Carl Witzman, Donna, Carly, Carlene, and especially Nick Tockert. Thanks to Carl Witzman and Eric Hawkins and all my recent wrench getters for helping police the chat. And I want to thank Clyde Hall for christening all of you Nevermorians. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being faithful viewers and your interactions with me and especially each other. How many of you have become friends because of this show? If I've done nothing else, right? It's been said we're a community, and I'd rather think of us as a thoroughly mad, incredibly talented, and absolutely delightful family. And I promise you'll see me here in the chat, here and on other shows on the Ragin' 2 Network and the Comic Madness, and more. And definitely here in the chat at Nevermind the Furthermore, starring Nicholas Tockert. It has a lovely ring to it, doesn't it? So don't think you've seen the last of me. It's not so much goodbye as Toodles Parmesan. To quote William Hartnell from Doctor Who, one day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in my own. So thank you for a lucky 7-ish years of Morning Madness. Thank you for being my family. I believe in all of you so very much. And I expect greatness from each and every one of you. And I expect you to report in to me and tell me how you're doing, wherever you find me. So please tune in this Wednesday, July 6th, 2022, for the new Nevermind the Furthermore with your new improved host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. I'm looking forward to it, and I think you'll enjoy it too. So, love you guys. Thank you. I'm seeing the comments. Thank you all so very much. And I think all that's left to say is stay smart, stay safe, wash your damn hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Toodles Parmesan. Brian K. Morris. Over and out.